The Iron Leviathan. The Invention of the Submarine Ship. Chapter 6. Into the Maw. Episode 1. The Call Beneath the Currents. It came not as a voice. Not even as sound. But as silence so perfect it rang. At the edge of the Atlantic, just beyond the known sonar range, a pattern emerged, sensed by buoys, felt by migratory whales, and finally interpreted by Professor Wolensky. A harmonic vacuum. Where the sea once spoke, it now withheld. Captain Graves decrypted the signal. A single phrase repeated over and over in harmonic reversals. Return, return, return. Wolensky paled. It's not a command. Red nodded grimly. It's a plea. Episode 2. The Maw. The coordinates led to a volcanic trench between the mid-Atlantic ridge and a collapsed island chain lost to time, known on ancient Portuguese maps as a Boca que engole o mar. The mouth that swallows the sea. The Maw. It was a rift so deep, so unstable, that no recorded vessel, military or scientific, had dared descend. Not because of depth, but because of the rhythm. The pressure there pulsed in 3/4 time. Like a heartbeat. Like a warning. And now it was pulsing faster. Episode 3. Graves' Last Order. Captain Graves stood on the edge of the Leviathan's launch deck, watching the sea like a priest awaiting storm. I should go, he said quietly. Red shook his head. You've done enough. You're wrong, Graves replied. I've done only what I was allowed. You do what's needed. He handed Red a sealed letter. For Margaret, he said. Then he saluted. And stepped away from the water, as Red and Wolensky descended into the dark one final time. Episode 4. Descent into Fire. At 2,000 feet, the light vanished. At 3,000 feet, the sea grew warm. By 4,000 feet, the Leviathan of light began to tremble, not from stress, but from interference. The Maw's resonance was not just sound. It was memory inversion. Signals echoed before they were sent. The sonar displayed impossible reflections. Of ships that had never sailed, of conversations not yet spoken. Then came the vision. Margaret. Standing on the seafloor. Arms raised. Eyes burning blue. She spoke, but no voice came. Only heat. Episode 5. The Maw Awakens. A fissure opened. Not from the earth. But from time. Inside, Red and Wolensky saw it. Bones of Leviathans long before Elias. Vessels not of iron, but of coral and crystal. Echoes of civilizations that had spoken in waves and then vanished beneath them. The Maw was not a grave. It was a library. And now it was dying. Because the Abyssal Project's final test, a prototype echo bomb, was en route. Maw had found the Maw's signal and decided it was a threat. In 24 hours, it would be silenced. Forever. Episode 6. The Decision. Wolensky activated the Leviathan's final resonance amplifier. She could stabilize the Maw's memory wave, turn the entire trench into a beacon of peaceful communication. But it would destroy the Leviathan of light in the process. It would burn its voice, to save the seas. Red sat at the controls, tears rising. She would do it, he said. Wolensky nodded. She already did. Episode 7. The Final Song. They activated the amplifier. The Maw ignited, not with flame, but with chord. A tritone burst echoed through the Atlantic shelf, silencing every sonar, calming every storm, and reaching even into the dreams of sleeping sailors. It spoke in layered pulses. We were, we are, we remember, peace. Then, like a great lantern extinguished, the Leviathan of light fractured. Red's last vision was of Margaret, smiling, floating above a sea of voices. Then, darkness. Episode 8. The World Hears. Above, the blast was recorded in every observatory. The resonance reached as far as Russia. The echo bomb was neutralized in mid-drop by an unknown force. Dr. Moore resigned in silence. And across every coast, children began to report dreams of singing whales in iron cloaks. Episode 9. Return. Weeks later, a single escape pod surfaced off the coast of Lisbon. Inside, Red Keegan. Alive. Silent. But when asked what he saw down there, he only said, "We are not the first. We are not the last. But we are heard." Chapter 6 ends. The Moor sleeps. The Leviathans are gone. But in the depths of the sea, the resonance continues, no longer a warning, but a welcome.